Goose.
Sam, no one's going to listen to the episode now after you just say that. We have to, give them
I
more of...
didn't know we were recording.
Oh, okay. That's what... First of all, many people probably don't even know what that is referring to. But first,
Definitely.
What's up, Sam? How we doing? New apartment, Fortitude 15. We haven't recorded one in a while. It's good to be back.
What's up, Yablon? How you doing?
Yablon. Hey, I know you listen. They used to call me that, or at least Coach Richie Shell back in the day. 10 years later, when we're at Boys Latin last week, elevating with some Lakers, comes right back up to me. What's up, Yablon? Good memory.
I like it. I'm going to steal it. Thanks, Coach. What's up, Yablon? Happy Fortitude and 15 Thursday. Parker, I know you are having a busy, honestly, life year, but I think definitely busy 2 weeks. You were in Oklahoma City for work.
It's my birthday this week.
Well,
which is
I'm
cool.
getting there. I'm going backwards. Hold on. You were in Oklahoma City last week. You flew to D.C. to spend time with me. We then drove to Baltimore for a speaking engagement, back to D.C. for a concert, to New York City, now to Oklahoma City, and it's your birthday. And your gift comes tomorrow from me and Miles. It's a busy week, man.
It's a busy week. It's been a busy couple weeks, and I'm very excited to not be traveling anymore, hopefully for the rest of the year for work. The last couple months has been so much travel for work, not a lot of travel for play and fun, but have a few trips lined up for the fun aspect. But yeah, dude, the last couple weeks have been nuts. And it's funny, I got to speak to some Terps last week, and the topic they wanted me to talk about was time management and work-life balance. And it was kind of funny. I was laughing when I was talking to them about I'm talking about work-life balance and time management when I've been on the freaking road the last 2 weeks, up and down and everything in between. But I think I did learn a lesson, is that you got to be able to really just take at least an hour for yourself when you're on the move, when things are busy, in whatever it is, whether that be sitting in a chair and reading a book, or taking a nap, or going to a workout. At least an hour on those really, really busy days is so important.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And that can come in many shapes and sizes, but it's time management that is probably the most difficult thing as you have all these buckets of your life and you get older. And so I know you're going through the ringer right now, Parker, and
it's almost done.
I'm here for you.
I think.
Taking care, hopefully picking up some slack while you're running around, trying to my best. And I think the coolest part was a work opportunity gave you and I the opportunity to share something pretty special together last Wednesday. Do you want to talk about this incredible experience that we were able to share together, and the power of something that I know you love and hold very near and dear to your heart?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know which one you're referring to here. I assume you're referring to the concert, but it was very cool to be back on Lake Avenue with some Lakers, and you were able to see it firsthand.
I'm a Laker now, baby.
You're a designated one-day Laker. I have 14 years on you.
One day? Come on. I thought I'm a Laker for life now.
I don't know. But yeah, it was really cool to be back. Shout out Mac. Shout out Mr. Hill. Sorry. Shout out the rest of all of the faculty and administrators who helped make it happen. 4 hours on campus was super cool. And we elevated with some middle schoolers, the junior class. We hosted a panel. We were part of a panel. Had some lunch with some leaders. Really cool to be back and inspire, but I'm also inspired by what they're doing on Lake Avenue, making an impact on those who are destined to be leaders in the future. And we rounded it out. You drove us back. I don't know how you did it. I was exhausted, so tired. I was so tired. But you used some mental fortitude to drive us home. And then we saw Goose, our favorite jam band, down in the Anthem in D.C. to close out their November, October fall tour. And that was fun, dude. 3 hours on our feet listening to good music with a good light show, I think, surrounded by also really good friends. I can imagine you have a new respect for music after coming out of that experience, because we saw them back in August, and you did not come out with the amount of impact that you did the other night.
I mean, listen, I know you're obsessed with Goose. When we went over the summer, I was very excited, but I really was going because I knew you loved them. I tried to be open-minded, and I thought they were pretty good. Like, it was fine, but I wasn't pumped. Coming out of the show last week was probably the most mesmerizing concert I've ever been to in my entire life. I was hypnotized. I was transported. I was meditated, and all through the power of music and lights, and just, it was such an awesome time and escape to just jam with you, Parker. It made me so very happy as your friend to see you as excited as you were to share something that you love with all of our friends that were there. I know how much it meant to you to share that experience, and I loved that I got to be there for that. They are incredible. I really have never seen a band before that, like, I actually was in a meditative state. More than even when I meditate in this chair in the morning, sometimes I get distracted. I was laser focused, and they sucked me in, and I was able to, it felt like meditate and totally kind of get into the zone, listening to the rhythm, listening to the music, seeing the band, seeing the lights, and really get introspective within myself, which sounds insane because it's a loud concert with a ton of flashing lights. You would think you're distracted, but it actually really, like, kind of gets you in this flow state that I'd never really had before at a concert.
I think it's really, I agree with you. Like, in all of my time seeing particularly, jam bands like a Dead and Company or a J-Rad or a Goose, right? Like, yes, the music's incredible. Yes, I'm singing along, but there are moments where you're right. You kind of do get lost in your thoughts, and you forget that you're at a concert. And it's such a, we talk about introspection. It's a very unique experience to get introspective, because I'm with you. I was thinking aloud a lot of things through their music and through the concert. And it's hard to explain to someone who's never been, but I do think, to your point, that putting ourselves in that unique environment with definitely unique music and lights and whatnot, it was really freaking cool and a new way for you, I think, to get introspective within your thoughts. I imagine that's right.
Percent. I've never really had that before. I think with many artists that you go to that you're excited about, you sing along, right? You know the words, you know the song. I actually think it worked in my favor, Parker, that I don't listen to them that much, because I wasn't singing along. I didn't know the words, and I was able to truly kind of just turn off your brain and unplug. I don't know if you do this, but if I'm working or studying or trying to crank through some stuff, I can't put on songs with words that I know. It's either got to be like smooth jazz or music that I just know the beats to. Otherwise, there's just an influx of words coming into my head that distract me from my actual thinking. And so to just hyperanalyze the situation a little bit more, I think the fact that I didn't know the words, and they're mostly not words, they're mostly music and instruments, really helped me kind of hone in on this meditative trance state that they were able to put me in. And, I know some of our friends were there. Zach Moses described it very similarly, same with Rob Wilson, of, they just kind of rope you in with this beautiful bass line or drum beat or whatever and take you on a journey through that and kind of bring you on this roller coaster of emotions and speed and sound. And I just think it's really cool to have an artist be able to do something so transformational. And so I am bought in on Goose with you, my friend. We are, what do they call us? Geese now? Is that what we're called?
We're definitely not called that.
No.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we got to get you on Goose Reddit, because I don't.
What are we
think
called?
People would laugh at you.
What do we call
Sam? You're Sam. And
No, we have to have like the Swifties.
No,
we got to have something.
No. See, you don't know about the community yet. You just got to be you, dude. That's what everyone wants you to be. Just be you.
All right, maybe I'm gonna start the goose movement.
Yeah, I don't know. But last thing on this point is I think what's really incredible, and I think what you found probably really inspiring too, is that they are making music on stage. It's all improv for the most part, and
crazy.
They are musicians. Some of them went to the best music college you could go to, right? They're savants when it comes to music talent, and they are making music on stage. And yes, they probably know the set list they're going to play, but they have no idea what's going to come about and what they're going to play when it comes. You go to a Taylor Swift concert, for example, they know exactly probably how each song is going to go. Maybe she'll throw some stuff in here and there, but you know what's going to come essentially. You know how the song's going to go. Whereas with Goose, they could play a song 100 times and never play it the same way. And that's I think what's really amazing about them, because no show is ever the same. No song is ever the same. And that's why I'm so gravitated towards them, because you never really know what you're going to get. There's that element of surprise, but then there's the other side of it too, which is they teach me patience through music, because their songs are long. The first show got a 38-minute one song. They teach you patience, and that the best parts of the song we all want, but you have to be patient. You have to wait. You have to earn it almost, in a sense. And that's a little lesson right there.
I also want to share one quick point. I did almost punch Parker in the face at the show. There was one song in particular where he and our friend Ryan Satsky decided to turn into podcast hosts and debate the song, the entire song.
We did not turn into podcast
and analyze
a conversation about the music.
I literally had to turn around and tell Parker to shut up because I couldn't hear the music. He just was yelling and analyzing the song the entire time, which I'll give you credit. You're a podcast host through and through, and I think your next podcast that you start should be a Goose podcast with Satsky. So I will gladly support you on that endeavor.
I don't know if we're there yet. I don't know if we're there yet. But yeah, good week. Good week. Obviously, birthday week. Very fortunate and grateful. 29. We can reflect on.
What do you think your gift is? Do you have any guesses?
I don't know. No idea. Probably if it's coming from you and Miles, it's gonna be some bizarre wacko gift. So I'm not gonna be able to put my finger on it, like literally at all. It's gonna be something just so out there. We'll have to report back next week, Elevation Nation, because I don't think they're getting me anything that most of you have. Just saying.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
It's going to be something like a freaking wooden cane from Russia or something, like some stupid thing. I'm telling you, it's going to be wild.
I love it. Happy birthday,
real quick.
Parker.
Thank you. Really quick. Elevator shout outs. There were a lot this week. I don't know if you saw on our Instagram that we're starting to repost a lot of the cool things that people are doing. And there's so many people to go around. Oh man, I have to pull up my elevator numbers here because this is a hard one, Sam.
I can't remember if I gave my shout out 2 weeks ago or not. I might have. I'm just going to do it again. I don't really care. I can't remember. Do you know who I shouted out last episode?
No.
You remember? All right,
I don't
me neither.
remember. Who is it?
All right, maybe I did this already. I don't really care. He's the man. Elevator number 1, Joey Lane, called a Big Ten basketball game the other day. Ohio State hoops. The captain of Ohio State basketball is back in Columbus, Ohio for your Ohio State Buckeyes, calling some hoops games. Gosh, he's handsome. Gosh, I love him. That's our boy, Joseph Lane, on the call.
Joseph Lane on the call. He's crushing.
I think I did that last week too. I don't really care.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going elevator 116. Garrett Thomas. He's been putting out some new cool content. I don't even think he's the founder of Goldies anymore. I think he stopped that endeavor, but he's all in on social. And he has a new TikTok theme that he's doing called Diners, Diners, and Diners. And he reviews diners around New York City, and he's just hilarious. He tells it straight.
Garrett's a man.
It's a good follow.
Garrett, you also have incredible flow, and I just want to give you credit for your awesome hair.
2 shots.
Until next week, Elevation Nation. Peace.